opponent, and also you put him in a harder position to actually defend. We're gonna go now with the underhook classic butterfly guard sweep, but we failed with our control, and then we're gonna look for the counter for the back. So we're already in a underhook butterfly guard position, and sometimes during the fight you're not able to put so much attention to the forearm, and you're gonna fail with the control. So our opponent now is gonna land on both of his arms like this. Okay, so whenever he lands like that, first thing I have to do, I have to get out with my head from underneath him, and then when I got out, I wanna put my palm on my opponent's elbow to bring his arm down. So then, most of the time when I bring his arm down, his knee gonna drop as well. So from here, I'm gonna change my hooks. So I still have my hook here with the knee outside on underneath his groin. I'm gonna change now. I'm gonna put the hook in on his shin, and I'm gonna take out my other hook. And from here, if his back is turned towards me like this, I'm just gonna get seatbelt control, and I'm gonna bring my opponent towards me to get the back. But things are not always that easy here. So let's switch the angle. So I'm here, going for the sweep. Now my opponent put both of his arms on the mat to defend. And now his posture is kind of high, right? So first, I'm gonna pulse on his bicep to get out with my head. When I got out with my head, I need to cover his elbow because I don't want him to be so high. That's one thing. And the other thing, I need the control over the elbow to then bring him towards me. So when he drops, I switch the hook. So now the hook comes in, active hook on his shin. The other one, I'm going to take out. From here, I'm going to stick to his back. And if he's light, I'm just going to go back with my hips, creating the space to drop my opponent into the free space. And I'm going to put the other hook in. But sometimes when I'm here, I can feel my opponent is really heavy in a turtle position. Okay? And according to how he's going to distribute his weight, I'm going to act in a different way. So, if his weight is more towards the front, like this, then I'm going to grab my opponent's hip bone and I'm going to drag the hips towards him. Because now he's heavy here on the line of the shoulders, but kind of light on the hips, right? So right now I'm going to move myself back. I create the space here to drop my opponent, and I'm going to drag him towards the mat. Now the only thing I have to do is to grab the seatbelt and put another hook in. Now if he's heavy on his hips, so I don't feel like I'm able to move his hips, instead of that, I'm going to grab the lapel. Let's switch the angle. I'm going to grab the lapel here underneath his armpit, and I'm going to drag his upper body towards me. And now hips has to follow. I'm going to get I'm going to get the seatbelt, and I'm fighting for the second hook. Okay? So, once again, I'm having underhook control, going for the sweep, failed with the control. So, one, I control, and from this one, I can get a push to get out with my head. Now, I'm taking it out, and I'm going to put his elbow on the mat. When he drops, I switch the hooks. So, right now, if he's like turning towards me, it's going to be easy. You're just gonna grab the seatbelt and drop. But if he stays heavy in a turtle position, you have to act in a different way. So as you can see, I'm always moving my hips to create the space to drop my opponent there. Okay? Why is that? Because I can see that mistakes many times. Whenever I'm gonna stay tight with my hips and I'm starting to drag my opponent, he can land on the other side. And then I automatically land in a very, very bad position. From a really good position, I'm right away in a very bad position. So I don't want him to put his body on the other side of my body, okay? So I have to create the space. Then I'm going to drag him into that space. And then it's going to be easy because I'm just going to stick my chest to his back, get a tight seat belt control, and I'm going to fight for the other hook. If I'm not able to put the hook right away, I'm going to cross my legs like this. So right now I have no points in IBJJF, but I have a control over both of my opponent's hips. The bottom one is obvious because I have a hook in, right? But the top one, I need to cover that one with my leg. So I'm covering and I'm crossing my feet. And right now, if I want to open my opponent to get both hooks in, I'm going to stick tight to him and I'm going to use my back muscles to stretch him. Right away after the stretch, I come in with the second hook. We're gonna attack our opponent with the arm lock now. So we're gonna start with our underhook control. So I can attack right away, but I like to fake the sweep first. So my opponent is focusing more on this arm, and then he leaves me the other one for the attack. So I'm gonna fake the sweep. So he's gonna post his hand back. Whenever he's posting back, he's leaving me the other one, right? So I'm gonna change the control now from the belt, from the hip. I'm going up towards his shoulder. And now the second arm, I'm going to put on his neck. And while I'm putting the arm on the neck, I'm going to push his head away from me. As I'm pushing his head away from me, I'm dropping on my side and I'm going up with my arm until I'm able to put my fingers on my shoulder. In that case, it always means that my elbow is right above the elbow of my opponent. Okay? So it's going to be a perfect spot for us to finish the arm lock. The other thing about the arm lock here is that I have to keep his forearm tight here with my head and my shoulders. So I can't stay loose here, because if I stay loose, he can take the arm out in an easy way. So I stay tight with shoulder towards my head like this. So now we make it tight on the wrist. Whenever it's tight on the wrist, he can't move the elbow as well. It's going to be hard for him. Okay? So from here, when I'm already having his arm here, I need to keep this one on the stiff arm all the time. Because what's going to kill our arm lock attempt is not our opponent running away towards that direction. It's actually our opponent coming towards us. Whenever he's able to bend the arm on my neck and come forward, now it's done. I'm not able to perform the arm lock anymore, because now stretching his arm back is going to be impossible. He knows what's coming and he knows how to defend. Okay? So what I don't want is my opponent to move towards me and bend his arm on my neck. Okay? In this case, it's easy to prevent. I just need to keep him away on the stiff arm control. Now he's not able to go through my stiff arm control. It's too hard. It's too powerful control here. Okay. And right now, I'm just gonna push down with my elbow. Okay, so it's elbow to elbow, tight on the wrist, pushing down. If I feel like my arm strength is not enough, I can take out the top leg and I can put more pressure here with the top leg. So, as you can see,